Hello, my name is Jesse Hart of FullCirclePhenomenal.com, and welcome to my 21-day yoga series. Now this is our introductory, so just getting familiar with this practice and what it's all about, because it's actually going to be more than maybe your traditional yoga practice. The word yoga is a Sanskrit word that means union or to yoke, like to bring together. And what we're bringing together is the mind, the body, and the spirit. Now the spirit being a little bit more of an elusive word as we don't fully understand what the spirit is. So I like to say that this is union of the mind, body, and breath. Our breath being our primary function that's both automatic and manual that connects our internal and our external realities. And we're going to learn through different poses, through different breath techniques, over time, there's going to be a major clean clearing of your body, of your mind, and your connection with your spirit or your connection with your world. And through so doing, going to get you more flexible, stronger, in better alignment with yourself and those around you. This is not only just going to be focused on the practice of yoga, but also the practice of Qigong, which is also known as Taoist yoga. It is an ancient Chinese practice translating from Mandarin to Qi, or energy, or life force, or specifically with the characters nothing, fire, and Gong, meaning study or discipline. And the Qigong practice is going to be predominantly standing postures, flowing still, focusing on the breath and bodily movement, so very similar to yoga. We'll also be doing some seated meditation, maybe a little bit of standing meditation or walking meditation, as ultimately these practices are about meditation or internal focus. This is time for you. Also, unlike your traditional yoga or Qigong practice, we're also going to be setting goals, so you'll need a pad of paper with you. Now, these goals are going to be more strong than goals, as in they're not going to be just things that we want to achieve. We know about a lot of things that we would like to achieve. But more specifically, we're going to be projecting into the future what it is we truly desire in our hearts. And that's a practice in and of itself, as we don't know exactly what we desire all the time, or maybe what's best for us or best for others. But through practice, you'll be able to find that your focus points, or what you think about, what you desire most, are things in which are meant for you. And all that you really need to do is continue to keep some mental focus, which the yoga and Qigong practice will help you with, and keep a healthy mindset, keep a healthy body. And you'll be right on your way to not only achieving a really great state of being just for yourself, but a really great state of being for your family, for your friends, for your community, for your world. And that is going to be ultimately what is most satisfying and fulfilling for us as individuals. So the practice of yoga will be going through a different series, mostly focusing on hatha, yin, and vinyasa style yoga, as well as a few different poses in which I've created, and then a few things from maybe Kundalini. So sign up. There will be an icon somewhere nearby where you can sign up and get this 21-day series. And I focused on it being 21 days because I noticed that typically, in order for us to create a lasting change in our life, we need to be pretty dedicated to it for about 3 weeks, more or less. So with this 21-day series, there'll be 21 sessions. Now you can complete one a day for the next 21 days, or you might need to take a day or two off. I'm perfectly fine with that happening. We just need to be able to watch out for when we start taking more than 2 days off, because 3 makes a pattern. So if you take 3 days off, it might become 4 days, might become 5 days. Before you know it, you've lost your progress. So I ask you that if you do take a day off, if you do take 2 days off, take no more than that and get right back on the series. You'll be able to see quite a bit of impact or change in yourself, in your awareness, in your body, within about those 3 weeks, give or take. Now, ultimately, I want this to turn into a lifelong practice, because we really truly need to be able to take time to ourselves to focus internally on our breathing, on our mental awareness, on how our bodies are feeling, on how our emotions are feeling. This is something that's highly, highly important that not a lot of people still focus on. Hopefully still a growing number, and see if I can contribute to that growing number. But when we learn about the body, what's truly happening inside of the body, the conscious awareness, we begin to put together the awareness and the truth that what is outside of the body is also somewhere inside of the body, and vice versa. When you get upset over some sort of situation, the upsetness is not necessarily pertaining to so much the situation than to how you're perceiving the situation. And the perception of it happens somewhere in your nervous system. Right now, visually speaking, you're watching this video is happening first right here in the back of your head, in your occipital lobe, and then processing throughout your nervous system to get you an awareness of what is actually happening, what I'm saying to you. All of this happening in a matter of milliseconds, but still, your awareness is what's putting it together. You're choosing to perceive it in such a way. Now, there's a lot of details, so depending on your history or where your mental, emotional, and physical state is at, you might have a judgment or some sort of observation of this. I ask that you give it your best. Give it a try. You will not regret it. I guarantee you that. I'm doing my best to make it as affordable to you, to all different observers, and also to enable me to continue my practice and grow my practice here locally and globally, as I mean to take my practice around the world and learn of lots of modalities. Because yoga and qigong, as much as I love them, and meditation, as much as I love the practices, still too I love doing other things. And yoga and qigong and meditation enable me to learn things a lot more quickly, make a lot less mistakes, and check in with myself to make sure that I'm not going too hard, too fast in whatever it is I'm looking to grow, be it a business or another practice or a relationship. My yoga and qigong and meditation practice, as will yours, will enable you to be able to meet everything at a level ground. And when you start to move into states of negativity or wrong states, bad states, disharmonic situations, you'll be able to have a series or an entire toolbox full of different things that you can use in order to enable you to get back to a more even keel, to more level plate, to a more harmonic state, and then be able to make a jump into something positive or constructive thereforth. So click on day 1, enjoy the practice, remember to stay consistent with it, never taking more than 2 days off, and we'll get you going in the fast pace, or the proper pace, I should say. Maybe fast in comparison to what you're used to, but the relatively quick, proper pace in order to enable yourself into a much better state of being, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Namaste.